So one of the biggest complaints about the future of the Walt Disney Company is that Disney is relying on sequels and remakes, and of course the MCU, and trying to bring back goodwill of Star Wars fans. But other than that, they're making a sequel to Coco. Again, another movie that does not need a sequel. Okay, I know some people say, but it does need a sequel. But again, this is the problem with the sequel audience. Most movies, okay, I get if you want to make a sequel to a movie that had a, I mean, Incredibles 2 made sense because that first movie had a cliffhanger, but did we really need, a Finding Door? Did we really need Finding Nemo 2? Do we really need a fifth Toy Story? Not just the fourth one, a fifth one? Okay? Like, why is Disney doing this type of stuff? It's because, we all know why. It's because they want money. It's because, unfortunately, in the day and age of the box office, most movies that make money nowadays are sequels, prequels, and reboots. I know people just don't want to hear this and don't want to listen to what I have to say, so they'll click off, but it's just the very truth. Look at the last week. Last week's number one movie was Novocaine. Was it? Guess what? It wasn't a sequel. It wasn't a prequel, and it wasn't a reboot. It was a movie that was entirely original, with an entirely original premise and storyline, and it only made $8 million in its first weekend. Okay, this is why Hollywood is obsessed with making sequels, prequels, and reboots. It's because they know those movies have a pre-existing audience, and that's the only way they can really make money now. Because Hollywood has lost goodwill with the people, so they have to continue making all these sequels, prequels, and reboots until they run out of movies to give sequels to. Okay, like, did we really need a second Beetlejuice movie? But guess what? People always ask that, but guess what? That movie made $500 million globally. Twisters 2, I saw it either way, but Twisters 2 was. I'm surprised they never made Twister into a franchise, considering the fact that it has tons of potential into making it into a franchise, considering the fact they have so many Jaws movies. But surprised they never made Twister into a franchise. But guess what? Twister's also made $400 million globally. Yes, it did not break even, but it still probably did very well enough on streaming that it broke even. Also, let's not forget back that also Twisters made a lot of money off the soundtrack of the movie, which had very popular songs like "Ain't No Love in Oklahoma," which probably generated a lot of money for that movie too. Because guess what? Movies are not just the movie themselves. There's also the soundtrack and merchandise related to those movies as well. And Coco 2. Now we're going back to Coco 2. I actually like the Coco movie, but it's not really my favorite movie in the world. It's better than Trolls. Obviously, anything's better than Trolls. I would watch a pile of poop. I would watch fucking paint dry and watch fucking Trolls. Any of those movies. But it's just, why are we making a Coco 2 instead of making an original movie? Okay? Also, there's a lot of allegations that Coco is a straight up ripoff of the Book of Life, which came out a few years earlier, which I don't know if that's true or not, but again, that could just be more petty plagiarism by Disney as well. But again, Coco and the Book of Life are basically based off the same thing anyways, so it doesn't really matter. And also some people have said that Coco is not really actually a good movie because really there was no reason why why Miguel, which is I think that's the kid in the movie, sort of forgave his family right away, really quickly after his family basically abused him and tormented him for his hobbies. Yeah, those watch are really bad. Like, yes, I still think it's a good movie, but after watching that one video about why Coco is not even why Miguel's parents are horrible people, well, it makes me realize just how poorly brought together the way the Pixar movies really are. It just really shows that Pixar has lost their spark and are not now relying on sequels because that's what makes money now, and original movies don't make money anymore. The last truly great Pixar movie, I think, was Soul, and Onward too, but they're probably never going to make a sequel to any of those movies. Don't worry, Disney will probably still desecrate Pixar's grave and say, okay, but you know what's funny? They never made a Wall-E 2, which I think that made a Wall-E 2 could make sense, but no, Pixar would never make a Wall-E 2 because why not? Or the fact that they never made a sequel to Up, which according to people is like the greatest movie of all time. I watched it when I was a child. I was like, it's meh. Maybe if I watched it now, but the problem is I have never had a relationship, so I can't really relate to Up. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's the main reason why. But I'm talking about relationship. I'm talking about like boyfriend and girlfriend and that type of stuff. Wife, that stuff. But but Disney and Pixar's Coco is coming out in 2029 as well. But again, this wouldn't be too surprising as Pixar has mostly been focusing on sequels because that's what makes money. Don't be so surprised if we do get a Wall-E 2, an Up 2, and a Ratatouille 2 as well, considering the fact that Disney just wants to can't leave anything unscathed. Can't wait till Chicken Little 2 in 2040. Yeah, that's going to be real peak cinema right there. Can't wait till the Chicken Little remake too. Because Disney will eventually get around to remaking Chicken Little, which I can't wait to see that. I remember watching Chicken Little. It was a ridiculous movie. Goodbye.